What's up YouTube, this is Gozen, and I'm here with the same deck profile, which is probably why you're wondering, and it's still Synchrons, and I know what you're thinking. For anybody who saw the video previously, why are you doing it again? And I mean, it got a lot of feedback, and people kept writing in the comments below, oh, do this and do that, and I mean, I didn't like some of them, but I also really liked a lot of the ideas, and oh, sorry if I seem like I'm tired. It's 2:30 in Colorado my time where I'm doing the review, but anyways, basically there was a lot of ideas that I really liked, and I did take it in consideration, and I took it into my own consideration, and I was playing the deck for a really long time, and I still am. But basically, I've just wanted to make it to my own suiting, like, to what I think is a lot better build, a lot more combos, and just a lot more everything, I guess. And basically, that's what I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to go over the cards really quick because, I mean, you can just go back to my last video. That's where I explained the cards a little bit better, and, yeah, I'll just explain the new cards, though. So, I'm also going to be, showing, like, just basically the rarities of the card a little bit better, which is why I have, better lighting. And, that's because there's, like, quite a few potential buyers, I guess you would say. And I really only want to give this deck to people, or a person, who really wants this deck. I don't want to give it to someone who will just, like, just be done with it, like, the next year when some other deck comes out. But basically, yeah, I'm only going to sell this deck, and, I mean, I've already seen a couple guys. One guy in Australia, shout out to you, you seem to want it the most, and I'm looking into that, so, you know, let's get on with the deck. Obviously, I'm still playing 3 Quickdraw Synchron. That's a must. They're all super rare. It's so surprising. The common is, like, so cheap, but I mean, I wanted to get the super rares, so. Anyways, we're playing 3 Level Eater. They're just all, you know, super rare. I guess you could probably see that. Ultra rare? No. We're playing 3 Junk Synchron from the promo. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really know much about Synchron Explorer. He's super rare, obviously, but I mean, this is just a hollowed out deck. I'm gonna stop with that. We're obviously still playing 1 Dandylion. I think it's limited that way. I don't know. We're playing 2 Dopplewarrior this time, and I mean, in my last video, I explained, like, oh, I would never go into 2 Dopplewarrior, but it's actually much more viable. I mean, getting your tokens is what you want to do, and don't run Scapegoat. You want to get your monsters out with Junk Warrior, and if you just have Quick Draw, that's pretty much all you can do with Scapegoat. I mean, it does create defensive, but that's what your traps are for, so don't do that. But basically, you want your tokens, and it's just so helpful. I mean, and there's actually a really wrecking combo with it later on, and I will show you. I'll show you later with the extra deck. We're playing 1 Unknown Synchron because just leaving it at 1. I mean, I know you need 2 just in case you draw into it, but I mean, if you have the Quasar combo in your hand, the 3-card Quasar combo, it's most likely you won't. It's most likely you won't have the Unknown Synchron in your hand. So keep it at 1. I think that's really good. We're obviously playing 2 Quillbolt, and here's another new change. We're playing 2 Cyber Valley, one being super rare. It's very hard to see. And I guess you can go on Wikipedia, he has quite a lot of effects. But basically, I choose this especially over Battle Fader, and here's why. Not only does it stop your guys from attacking, but you get draw power in it from it as well. And I mean, that's probably the biggest problem with this deck. Like, you sink and you sink and you sink, but when that's done, you're out of hands. I mean, you're out of your hand, you just have to keep drawing, and this is not really too good a deck for top decking. I'd say it's decent, but basically you want draw power, and that's why you have TG Hyper Librarian. And this is just so good when you go Dandylion with Quick Draw's effect, and then go into Drill Warrior, whatever you want, and then summon Cyber Rally, activate its effect, and just draw 2 from banishing the token, or not the token, just pretty much banishing Cyber Rally in the token graveyard or whatever it is. And then we're playing 1 Neospatian Grand Mole for tech. I think that's really good. It gets rid of just basically a lot of their monsters. It's just a troll card, and it goes into your hand as well, so you can use it for a play whenever you want. And that's just really, really good. We're playing 3 tuning. They're all first ed, 2 of them being ultra rare, 1 of them being ultimate. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're going the Trinity. It's pretty obvious. They're all hollowed out, surprisingly, except for the Monster Reborn. Secret rare and ultra rare. Or is that? Yeah, it is. And that's just rare, but I mean, it's kind of weird because the ultra rare for Monster Reborn is the most likely out of all of them. We're playing 2 MST because I hate the back row. We're playing 1 Monster Reincarnation. This card can just go so off. It's ridiculous, pretty much. And I mean, it's just so good to, like, just recycle whatever monster you want. Like, get rid of a monster like, let's say, I forgot his name already. Quillbolt, and then, I had to see the picture, sorry. You get rid of Quillbolt, go for, like, Junk Synchron or Quickdraw. It's so useful. Mind Control is pretty self-explanatory. It's a great card, but, I mean, yeah, just definitely always use that. It's ultra rare, actually. Ooh. And then we're playing 1 Pot of Avarice. This is probably the most off it can always get. It's so good for this deck. And that's basically the spells. Now for traps, I had to change the trap lineup for this deck. It was just so bad in my last review. I thought it was really good, but I mean, it wasn't good. I had to change the trap lineup because, as you noticed in my last video, it was basically just, like, the only double traps that I run was 2 Solemns. But after the ban list, that wasn't even a thing anymore, so, yeah, I mean, I had to change it up, and so I went 2 Torrential because you need things in the graveyard, 1 being gold rare, 2 Bottomless, 1 being ultra. It's kind of a mix, I know, because I don't like them to summon. 1 Solemn Warning for whatever activates when they summon. 1 Fiendish Chain because mermails, I mean, sometimes I run into them. 1 Dimensional Prison. You can probably go take out a Torrential or a Bottomless and put in another D-Prison or another Mirror Force. And just in case your tourney likes to push. I mean, that's always viable. I don't like Compulse very much. It just needs to be another option, I guess, and I mean, yeah, it's just there. Basically, sorry. Here is the extra deck. I definitely think this is the most improved out of all of it, and I mean, I have a lot of other Synchro cards. You can just ask me if you want specific ones, but I definitely feel that that was the normal one. Sorry, this was, I guess I couldn't go over this. These were cards that I took out of the build, this especially because I felt like with the 3 tunings, that was enough just to search. And I did play the 1 Starlight Road because, I mean, you had Stardust in, and sometimes I drew a lot of traps, but I felt like it wasn't really, I felt like it was a dead draw, really. Sorry if I'm breathing pretty heavily. I like to breathe a lot, and I never have time to breathe. Anyways, we're playing one Formula Synchron, it's gold rare, one Armory Arm, and for level 5s we're playing Junk Warrior, TGI Librarian, and Catastor. I don't know why Catastor is so much money, I get that it's a good card, but really is, whatever. For level 6, this is where I changed it up. We're playing one Gaia, one Junk Gardna, and one Drill Warrior. This guy is just so good. He's basically Monster Reincarnation, and he can go so off with Cyber Valleys, and especially with Dandylion. Okay, if you basically have Quickdraw, Dandylion, and Cyber Valley, you just have so much draw power, and you can go for so easy of level 8s. Like, most likely from your draw power, you probably drew traps from it too, and I mean, it's just so good. Basically 3 level 6. I go into 6 all the time, especially with this build. I mean, it's just easier. And then we have 1 level 7, and here's why. Some people are gonna object to this, I know, but here's why the extra level 7, or just 1 level 7. Whenever I play Black Rose in any deck, I've never gotten it out. And I mean, it's just shouldn't be there. I mean, I always want to, if I can't use it a lot, I should put something else in, like the Junk, or the Drill Warrior. And I mean, I've never gone into a level 7, especially with Junk Warrior a lot, because I mean, basically what you need to do for a level 7 with Junk Warriors, summon Junk Warrior, go for maybe, what's his name? Why do I keep forgetting? Sorry guys, it's late. Synchron Explorer. Basically summon Junk Warrior, go for Synchron Explorer, use Quillbolt, and then there's your level 7. But most likely you're gonna go for, but I mean, that already gets you a Junk Berserker, but most likely at the beginning of the game you already have a Quillbolt in hand and a Quick Draw. That's more likely than drawing all those things more in the middle of the game. And that is just, I mean, 1 level 7 I feel is really good for this deck. For level 8s, we're obviously playing a lot. We're playing 1 Scrap Dragon, just so good if you get it off. I mean, you can just keep spamming Level Eater's effect, and I've gotten a Quasar with him actually, because I just kept leveling him down, destroying monster after back row after monster after back row on my opponent's side of the field. He couldn't do anything. We're playing 1 Junk Destroyer, favorite card in the deck. 1 Road Warrior, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Shooting Star Dragon, and I actually got this ultra rare this time. I'll leave this up to the choice of whoever buys the deck. They can just ask me. It's really their preference. I mean, whether you would want it that way or anything, it's your choice. Do you want the Shooting Star Dragon a secret rare or an ultra rare? My preference, the ultra rare. It's shinier. I mean, there's nothing more to say. And then the mascot of the deck, or not the mascot, I would say quarterback of the deck, Shooting Quasar Dragon. And I'd say Synchro God, but oh, you're probably wondering, why no 7 tools? I made such a big deal out of that. It's still in the deck. I mean, I just took it out because this is mostly for like an update or a sales purpose, I guess. A lot of people want to buy the deck. I guess it's time to sell it. And basically, I'm sure you guys have some sort of traps around that, like negate other traps. Like, and probably your own preference too, like Black Horn of Heaven or something like that. But basically, that is my intake on the deck, guys. And oh my god, no. Alright, well, that is my intake of the deck, you guys, and this deck is really, really fun to play. I feel so, and I really only want to give this deck to people who really want it, and so far I have seen some guys, and That's really what I feel. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys, or YouTube, I guess. I don't know what your guys' name is. See you, YouTube.